How's it going, viewers? We are now entering the Dark Zone. I'm TheWildKratos, and in today's video, I'm going to be bringing you through the Dark Zone, and I'm also going to be explaining to you what's in the Dark Zone, and kind of telling you, like, personal experiences, and, like, the good and the bad about the Dark Zone, really. But, first off, I want to talk about is the chests. Now, there's a good and a bad about the chests. The chests that you see on screen now, these are level 30 and require you to be level 30 in the Dark Zone to open. And for people my level, it's like, okay, well, we can just walk up to this and open this. But for people who are just starting out and you come across a chest like this, it's very disappointing, and you don't have to waste a Dark Zone key. Now, a Dark Zone key is if you don't know what that is, it's a key that opens up an alternative chest similar to this, but again, it requires you to use a key, and most of the time it's better loot, and you mainly find them either around bosses and gangs or groups of enemies, and sometimes they're not fulls because people have been through there already, or sometimes you just don't get good stuff from it. And like you'll see in the next clip, you'll see that I won't get any loot from those two chests, and that's because someone must have been through there already. And I'm gonna be honest, both chests don't really give much good loot. I normally get the better loot from the bosses. Like, I killed a gold guy similar to the guy we're killing now up in DZO 3 or 4, and I got some gold gloves that were actually really good. And I thought that, hey, that maybe different zones mean better loot. But again, that's not the case actually, because I was in DZO 6 and I was actually finding green stuff that did nothing. So I honestly think it varies based on luck or chance. Now, this brings me to the loot idea. Brings me to the enemies. Now, again, same with the loot. The harder the enemy, the better the loot. But sometimes it's not the case because sometimes you'll be taking on a group of level 32 golds in the Dark Zone, saying up in DZO 5 or something like that, and you'll waste all your ammo, finally finish them off, and you'll get one blue item, maybe, or a couple purples that are useless, and it's kind of disappointing. And it's like, and it's no different from the chests either, because again, I feel like it's more luck based, or based on your scavenging skill, because I know there is a skill that allows you to find better loot, but I feel like it should kind of drop better loot as you level up, if you know what I mean. But anywho, we're gonna get into the PvP real quick while we're on this clip, because I want to talk about how people kind of react to one another in this game. These people actually reacted pretty well. They didn't shoot at us instantly. They didn't act like a savage animals. Like, if they wanted to, they would have ripped us apart. I'm gonna be honest. But they were good. They let us live. They knew we just kind of wanted to get out of there with our loot, and we didn't want any situations. And there's some people out there, like you saw at the beginning of the game, there's people that will murder you for no reason, or they'll murder you for their little level beginning players, and they'll give them the better loot right off the bat. And this will allow the level 67, 82, 72, or something like that, they'll allow their friend to basically get up to their rank faster. It's kind of like cheating, but not really. It's hard. I don't know. It's very annoying, and for people like me who likes to go around looting and killing the bosses and kind of just trying to be like a friendly character to one another, like other players, but taking out NPCs, it'd be very annoying, because if you get murdered and you have something gold on you and you're trying to extract it and they take it from you, it's like, really? Like, I just spent like 2 hours trying to pull this thing out of here, you know. Now, this brings me on to talk about the extraction. And what you're seeing right now is the thing that ticks me off the most, when enemies don't spawn at all till the rope is about to drop at the extraction site and you're about to extract all your items. That's what ticks me off the most about the extractions, because it happens very often, and it's when it happens up in the higher Dark Zone levels, it's very hard to extract your stuff, because those enemies can almost 2-shot you to almost 3-shot you, maybe even 1-shot you occasionally, and it's, trust me, again, with the loot, you probably get pissed off if you got killed by a guy that has a golf club or a guy that's sniping you and taking all your health away in 1 shot. And especially when it's happening right as the rope is dropping, because that's when you're vulnerable, and you're basically sitting there waiting to put on your stuff. Like right now, they're coming right now and trying to kill us. I understand that it's probably set up this way, but I don't think it should be like this. I think it should be before, but I mean, it could be a glitch, but again, something that just ticks me off, and I'm sure it ticks other people off, and it just happens too often. And sometimes it's funny watching other people get smacked by a guy with a golf club when they're trying to extract it. You know, it's horrible. Next, I want to get into crafting your gear versus finding the loot. Now, I'm gonna say crafting your gear is probably a better way of getting better gear, and only because the loot drops aren't always the greatest, and you're not always guaranteed to get the loot you need in order to get further into the Dark Zone or stronger to complete the next mission. And the only downside to crafting your gear is that you have to be level 50, so for a while you have to really rely on doing the daily missions and getting Phoenix credits to get the other blueprints in your base of operations, or finding the loot yourself until you get level 50 in the Dark Zone, and so you can craft your own armor. The crafting process can be very tedious at times, but besides that, it's probably the better way of getting better gear. Now, real quick, I want to talk about dropping specific things if you are traveling in the Dark Zone and you just so happen to die. Now, what you're going to see in a second, I'm going to drop a Dark Zone key and I'm going to have my friend pick it up. The reason is because we're in the same group, and it doesn't really matter if who's holding the Dark Zone key and who opens the Dark Zone chest, because everyone in your group gets the loot from the chest. So if you have your friend holding it, you'll both get the loot from the chest, and it just makes it easier, and your group doesn't lose the key, basically. That's what I'm trying to get at. So what you're going to see in a second is I'm going to have a guy, he's going to run over to my body and take my gear in a second, and I find that kind of annoying, but that's the thing. You don't want other people to really get the Dark Zone keys, so you'd rather have a teammate hold on to the gear than have someone else run over and snatch your stuff, because then you're out of Dark Zone key now. Thank you guys for watching the video. I probably could talk a little bit more about the Dark Zone. I mean, I said what I said, and it's kind of, other than what I said, you really have to experience it. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in a future video.